Johanna Konta had lost to unheralded first-round opponents in 2 of her 3 previous Grand Slam tournaments, but a repeat never looked on the cards as the world number 10 coasted throughout her opening match here on Tuesday at the Australian Open. Konta had warned that Madison Brengle could be a tricky player, but the world number 90 rarely threatened to match the achievements of Su Wei-Shea and Alexandra Krutnik, who had upset the 26-year-old Briton at last year's French and US Opens respectively. Konta needed just 66 minutes to win 6-3, 6-1 and book a second-round meeting on Thursday with Bernarda Pera, the world number 123. Brengle, who is the last player to have beaten Serena Williams thanks to her victory over the Australian Open champion in Auckland last year, made Konta hit plenty of balls but lacked the firepower to trouble her opponent on a consistent basis. Johanna Konta's route to the Australian Open final. 8 Shoal Johanna Konta's route to the Australian Open final. 1/8 Johanna Konta's route to the Australian Open final. The British number 1 has been handed a difficult draw for this year's Australian Open. Getty Images. 2/8 1R. Madison Brengle is ranked 83 places lower than Konta at number 92. But the American has won 3 of their previous 4 meetings. Getty Images. 3/8 2R. Margarita Gasparian. The Russian enters the tournament with a protected ranking. She has never played Konta before. AFP. Getty Images. 4/8 3R. Barbara Strykova. The experienced Czech has reached the 4th round for the last 2 seasons running. She's seeded 20th this time around. Getty Images. 5/8 4R. Karolina Pliskova. Here's where it starts getting difficult. Pliskova is a former world number 1 and reached the final of the US Open in 2016. She has won 5 of their 6 previous encounters. Getty Images. 6/8 QF. Simona Halep. The reigning world number 1 and the favorite to win in Melbourne. Konta has the better head-to-head record though, and won their memorable quarter-final at Wimbledon last year. Getty Images. 7/8 SF. Garbine Muguruza. The Spaniard is looking to win her 3rd slam after triumphing at Roland Garros in 2016 and Wimbledon in 2017. Konta edges the head-to-head record, though, 2-1. AFP. Getty Images. 8/8 F. Caroline Wozniacki. Can the 2nd seed maintain her good run of form and reach the final of the Australian Open for the first time? Remarkably, the Dane is still looking for her first Grand Slam triumph, but she has never before beaten Konta. Getty Images. Konta, who played with her customary aggression, cracked 37 winners to Brengle's 4. Most of them were struck from the baseline, but the Briton also reaped a useful dividend from her regular forays to the net. I wanted to make sure I was playing most of the match in my comfort zone, Konta said of her aggressive approach. She gets a lot of balls back, as you saw in some of those points. I think that's definitely in her comfort zone. Brengle was hampered by a vein condition which has troubled her throughout her career. She suffers from CRPS, which causes her right arm to swell. When you can only feel 2 fingers on your hand, it's a factor, the 27-year-old American said afterwards. It's hard, but I'm doing the best I can. Konta is good friends with Brengle off the court. Getty. The good friendship between Brengle and Konta, who have known each other for more than 10 years, was put aside as the Briton powered to victory. We just get on really well and we share passions in books, Konta said afterwards. For Christmas and birthdays, she's literally always getting me books. I'm always getting her Molton Brown. It's a nice trade-off. After an overcast and comparatively chilly first day, the sun was shining brightly and the temperature up to a pleasant 22 C as Konta and Brengle opened proceedings in Hisense Arena, which is the 3rd show court at Melbourne Park. Konta was quickly into her stride, breaking serve in the 3rd game and again in the 7th. After a hiccup when she served for the opening set from 40 to 30 up, she made 3 successive errors to hand Brengle her only break of the match. Konta made amends by breaking to love in the following game. From 1-1 in the second set, Konta won 5 games in a row to complete her victory. Konta took only 66 minutes to secure victory. Getty. I thought it was a great first round for me to fight through and battle through and stay strong in the way I wanted to play out there, Konta said afterwards. I feel I did that. Overall, I'm happy with how I was able to compete. Asked how she had improved her game so much in recent years, Konta said, I think I have become physically stronger. I have matured physically but also emotionally and mentally. I think Madison is the kind of player who does ask a lot of questions of the people she plays. She gets a lot of balls back. I think you also need patience to play with her. Personally, that's definitely one thing I have got better at over the years. Para. Konta's next opponent beat Russia's Anna Blinkova 6-2. 6-2 in her first match in the main draw at a Grand Slam tournament. The 23-year-old American, who was born in Croatia and moved to the U.S. when she was 16, secured her place in the main draw only as a lucky loser following the withdrawal of Margarita Gusparian through injury. Konta said she had won her first round match despite not having got over what she called her blueberry debacle, having gone to a supermarket here specifically to buy 2 punnets of blueberries. She discovered later in the day that she had left them behind in the shop. It's $5 I won't get back. But it's actually more the betrayal in my own mind I feel so upset about, she said with a smile. Literally, I only went to buy blueberries. I don't know where my mind was.